And good afternoon, everybody. A little early today. Yes, we're doing another interesting session, and welcome to the Hustling Muscles show. So, I have an interesting guest today. She'll be joining us shortly. So, yesterday I put up a video about self motivation. See, self motivation is very, very important. You guys have to be self motivated, especially when it comes to fitness. So, guys, watch that video. I hope you all like it. A lot of people did send me up saying that I spoke very well and things like that. Guys, my agenda is that be self motivated. I'm going to put up more videos. If you do like them, do comment, do share it with your friends, do let me know. And, ma'am, welcome. I think you'll need to just turn your
Hi.
camera. You just need to turn your camera the other way.
Okay. Is that
Absolutely.
fine?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Ma'am, if you could just keep it a little more further. A little up, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now you're visible. So, ma'am, welcome firstly to the Hustling Muscles show. Thank you so much for coming in. We always like to
Thank
have,
you.
different people come in, different people come and talk. So, you're going to be talking about yoga today. I've already put that up to people. You're somebody who's practiced yoga for some time. You have a lot of students, I believe, a huge fan following, I believe. And you're not in India, you operate out of Malaysia. So, I think, guys, this is the first time I'm having somebody from out of India joining me in this show. So it's an international star for me joining in. So it's a very big moment for the Hustling Muscles show. So it's good to have international celebrities now coming in. So, ma'am, no wasting any time.
Okay.
Coming into the point, I would like my very first question. What is yoga, ma'am?
Okay. The most basic one. What is yoga?
Absolutely.
We are
Let's
all,
start because
a lot of us are practicing yoga.
because I'm somebody who's always heard of yoga. I've sold yoga as an add-on packages many places and things like that since the fitness centers I worked in. So, this is the very first time I want to understand about yoga. What is yoga, ma'am?
Okay. So, yoga. Yoga is a school of thought actually, which gives you a way of life. So it's a lifestyle, right? It's a holistic concept which unifies the emotional, physical, mental aspects and spiritual as well aspects of oneself, so that I'm in balance, or whoever is practicing is in balance with the environment around themselves, within themselves, and the people around them, right? So if you see the word yoga, yog as it is called in Hindi, yog, right? It means union of unification, rather, of unification of dualities, opposites like sun and moon, and day and night. Yin and yang, we have feminine and masculine energies in a body. So unification of that, which gives me which gives me a state of balance, right? And when I'm trying to achieve that unification, it becomes for me it becomes a journey of self-awareness, right? And if you go by the text, the Yoga Sutra of Sage Patanjali, how he defines yoga, he says yogas chit vritti nirodha, which means yoga is the cessation of the fluctuating mind, the stillness, calmness of mind. That is what the objective of yoga is, or that is what yoga should be for whoever is practicing yoga.
That's very well said. The mind plays the most important part. I think, since I keep talking about fitness and things like that, I had put up a video yesterday on self-motivation. I had spoken on mindsets. Having a very strong mindset is so important. So I know what you're saying. It makes so much sense. So, people should actually take this as a note, how the mind helps us, conquer, the biggest challenges in life. Ma'am, now talking
Yes.
about the mind. Okay, what is the connection between yoga and the mind, ma'am?
Okay, yoga and the mind. So that's a very deep connection, because, as I said, the objective of yoga is to calm the mind, stillness of mind, right? But let me explain it to you in a simpler word so that it doesn't get too heavy for everyone, not to get too philosophical here, right? So when you say mind, so yeah, so objective I said is stilling or calming of the mind, right? So why is it important? Why do we want to still our mind? So it's only when our mind is still is when you experience peace, when you have clarity of your thoughts, when you have a better focus, right? You have your stress levels goes down when your mind is calm, mind is still, right? So when I say stillness of mind or calming of mind, what comes to your mind is generally meditation. Meditation is how I'm trying to calm myself down. However, in yoga, there are other limbs as well which are working towards this same objective of calming and stilling yourself, balancing yourself. Like asana, for example, it is a physical practice, right? But it is also giving me the same result of calming myself down. Pranayam, it is also giving me the same result, same objective through my breath. And there are other limbs as well in yoga. So all of them are working towards the same objective of stillness of the mind, right? Now, if since we are talking about mind, we all know that mind, your mental state affects your physical state, right? For example, if you're in stress, so your the stress is perceived by your mind, and it is manifested in your body, right? Like for example, if I'm in stress and I have a presentation, I'm very nervous, I start to sweat, I start to palpitate, or maybe I start to get a migraine. That all that happens, my body is manifesting that, right? So what do I do? How do I address myself, or how does one tell me what to do in that situation? They ask me to calm down,
Calm down.
breathe. Yeah, breathe, inhale, diaphragmatic breathing. When I'm doing diaphragmatic breathing, I'm calming my nervous system. I'm calming myself down. So again, there is a connection there, right? So all the aspects of yoga, all the limbs of yoga are working towards that one objective of stilling myself, my mind.
It again comes down to mind, but I really enjoyed and loved the way you said stilling the mind, calming down. When we are nervous, we want to do something, we have to calm ourselves down. So the way I think you've explained it to the viewers out there is amazing. Calming ourselves down is so important in life, because especially in back in India here, when I drive and in the rush hour where everybody's going haywire, keeping a calm mind is something very important. So maybe
Yes.
these things help, to you communicating these things to the viewers out there is really helpful. Now, ma'am, since we spoke on meditation just now, you just mentioned meditation. Now, when you say yoga, an automatic thought that comes for everybody in their mind is yoga means meditation. Is yoga different from meditation? What is the connection between yoga and meditation? Could you explain this to the viewers, ma'am?
Yes. So just now I was telling you about the limbs. I use that word called limbs, other aspects of yoga. So there are 8 limbs in yoga, ashtang, right? So eight ang. So what are those? Those are yama, niyama, asana, pranayam, pratyahar, dharana, dhyan, and samadhi. So this dhyan, which I said, the seventh limb, is meditation. So meditation is a part of yoga. So yoga is giving me a certain objectives. It is trying to help me with my goal, which is the stillness of mind, getting myself into a balanced state. Meditation is one of the aspect which helps me to take me to that objective. So it's a part of yoga. It's not separate.
So it is a very much a
So I have
part of.
seen this. Yeah, I've seen this. A lot of people say, "Oh, I practice yoga." No, I don't practice meditation. I just do yoga. So yoga is not different from meditation, or meditation is not different from yoga. It's a part of yoga. So when you're practicing yoga, you're practicing everything,
Well
including
said, ma'am. So
meditation.
I think meditation is now understood how it is a part of yoga. Well, now going to the next question, can anyone practice yoga by reading about it or seeing videos? See, why I ask this is imitation of workouts is something we face a lot in in the industries, where I see experts having a lot of problems, because today if you look, the internet has grown, the social media has grown, and everybody keeps putting up videos, they keep putting up reels and things like that, and I see a lot of people trying to imitate those workouts, not knowing whether it's right or wrong. And that even comes for yoga. I see a lot of people, no, I found this video, and I'm looking at the video and doing the yogas and trying to do it on my own,
Huh.
or reading about it and doing it. Is this a safe practice? you know
So, Prateek, you can practice looking because now there's COVID and everyone is practicing online. So you can practice online, seeing the videos. However, you should have a guru first who teaches you how is the asana to be done in the right way, so that you avoid the injuries. How is the meditation to be done? How is the pranayam to be done? The right way of your breath. Simple pranayam can be taught in a lot of or your own perception. Maybe it is wrong. So a guru is a must to have for you to learn the yoga, the small aspects of yoga, and then you practice on your own. In fact, practicing on your own is very good because yoga is a very personal practice. It is all about going inwards, right? So it is good to practice on your own, but once you learn how to do it properly, right? So
But
that you avoid all the injuries and a lot of ailments that you have. You cannot do a lot of things when you have certain ailments. So
so we
your
you
teacher would tell you that.
So you need a
Sorry.
teacher, you need a guru when it comes to yoga. So guys,
Yes.
Anshika ma'am is somebody there and she can be an amazing teacher guru. So people who are seeing this video now and are going to see it future when I upload it, you can reach out to her, you can DM her, you can DM me, I can put you on to her and she can be an amazing guru. I think I am slowly going to go to her and start doing a little bit of yoga. Okay, yeah, I think a lot of people must be having a nice laugh right now there because I've always gone being the bicep guy, showing my biceps, hustling muscles. So hustling muscles doing yoga will be something I think a lot of people will like. Yeah, I think Gauri has already started, accepting it, and I don't know whether that's so true for me or was it for the explanation that ma'am had given. Okay, so now moving on before I decide to become an absolute into yoga, the new day yoga, I believe, I keep seeing, it's like, in workouts also we have this thing, aerobics. I remember when I started studying aerobics was aerobics, and then suddenly it became Bolly aerobics, Bhangra aerobics, and ABCX. I'm like, it just
Okay.
people, it's like, you take food and put your own masala, and it becomes one different dish. I'm like, okay, and that's how I'm seeing, a practice like yoga also, because I know yeah, I want to see Pratik doing yoga. Don't worry, Gauri. I'll get to you on that. So yeah, sticking to the subject, you know, uh, power yoga. And then I know there are 100 and other time terms of yoga you would have seen. Now I know yoga as a in school we used to have activity period. In activity period, it was a must weekly once we have yoga. Though as children we never took it seriously. We used to have fun in the class. But the yogas that we were being taught there was simple, basic, effective. And now with these variations coming on, and different type of yogas, as I said, power yoga, and you must know 100 more other yogas that have come on. What is your take on this?
So Prateek, I would say that any form of yoga is good. Every form has got some uniqueness in it. It is absolutely fine to practice any yoga which suits your personal style, right? So I might be a person who wants to go slow with my asanas, or I might be a person who wants to do all sorts of difficult poses, or my style is different maybe. So it's okay to practice any kind of style as long as it suits you. However, it should always follow. You should keep in mind that the yoga practice that you're doing, it is following the definition which we told about what is yoga and what is the objective of yoga, of stilling yourself, right? Stilling your mind. So as long as it is following that concept, you are achieving that goal, it is absolutely fine to practice any kind of form. It's totally okay, right? Also, when you're practicing, when you're learning, or when you're doing it on your own, one thing I would like everyone to keep in mind is, and I would like to quote another sutra from Sage Patanjali, which says, "Sthira Sukham Asanam." Right? So your asana, how should your asana be? It should be sthir, which is steady or stable or strong, right? And you should feel comfortable, sukham. You should feel comfortable in your pose. So, like you had mentioned to me earlier that people are trying to see the Instagram and are trying to get into all sorts of poses. You are not focusing on how are you looking outwardly, or how can you exactly ape the position which is shown on the video, or in a book. You're not trying to do that. It's your personal feeling. How should you feel in that asana, right? So you should always remember this thira sukham asanam. That is your feeling you should get when you're practicing any form is fine.
Okay, that's a point to be taken because I see a lot of personal touch when it comes to yoga. Because yes, it's as you said, it's a self thing. Yoga is a very
Yes.
self thing. It's a very personal thing.
It's a very
So
personal thing. I myself practice an integrative form of yoga. That is how I was taught from my guru, which integrates a lot of, integrates Hatha yoga. It integrates concepts of Taoism, Qigong. So yeah, but everything is taking me to the same objective. So even Taoism would have the same philosophy of stilling the mind. Qigong, the same philosophy, right? So it is absolutely fine as long as I have the philosophy in place, the objective in place.
now, ma'am, my next question, because a lot of people today take yoga as an exercise. When you ask them, okay, like for a person like me, weight training, strength training, lifting weights is my workout. Now, a lot of people are like, okay, what do you do for a workout? I do yoga. And I'm like, okay, now I don't know so much about yoga. I'm learning. When I'm talking to you, with every question I ask, I'm learning something about yoga. Now, I have this question, this query. What fitness outcome can one expect from yoga?
Okay. So, fitness outcome. Okay. So we are not talking about the outcome, the main outcome, that which is the focus, the stillness, the calmness, and the balance. We are talking about the fitness outcome. So yoga has several physical and mental benefits, right? So if you do a search, and you will see a whole lot of benefits which will come down. But your objective should always be the purpose of yoga. You should always keep that in mind. Why is yoga being practiced in the first place? When you are doing that on that path of your goal, you achieve a lot of other things which are physical, emotional, or it can be mental in nature. Like for example, you get stress relief when you're practicing yoga. You have a better body balance, you are more flexible, you get more strength, you can handle a lot of ailments with yoga. Like if you have a back pain, you can low back pain or any spondylitis, you do yoga. For that PCOD, you so yeah, so weight loss is also one of the things. So there are a lot of things, a lot of benefits that you get out of yoga, depending on what your objective is. Your smaller goal and your higher goal is what it should be.
Well,
Right.
that's a learning for me because I never knew so many things could be addressed with yoga because I really didn't know this. So this is actually, and I'm sure there are many people out there who themselves have having the year standing. Oh, yoga can achieve these things. So it's an eye opener
Yes.
when we learn about all this. So this
Yes,
is
definitely. Prateek, when I started practicing, so I've been practicing for a very long time. My parents were into yoga, so I was practicing since then. And then in between, after the marriage, I left the practice, and then I again came back. So when I had my son, I was under postpartum depression, and I was asked to take medication as well. So which I did not want to, because I was feeding my son. So, everyone in my family, my husband, my parents, everyone, why don't you go back to your yoga path? So that is when I went back, and I did not take my medication. My guru told me that, if you are under depression, they say you should not do meditation. So my guru told me, don't get into meditation, just do your physical practice. So I did that, and I was able to overcome my depression. I did not have to take any kind of medication, and I was absolutely fine out of my postpartum very well with the help of yoga.
So for all the young mothers right now out there, new mothers out there, I think what she's told is a point to be taken. So a lot of ladies go through this. So if you have any queries
Yes.
on this, you have any questions, you can DM. I think I won't be the right person at all for this. You can DM Anshika ma'am on this. She will be able to 100% help you because she's gone through it. So she knows how to deal with it. So if you guys have any questions, please do DM her. And now moving on to our next question. Weight loss. This is something I enjoy asking everybody because at the end, I'm a transformation case for me. It all comes down to
I
weight
know.
loss, and everybody
Yes.
is looking for weight loss. Weight loss is on demand. So I have to ask this. Can one attain weight loss with yoga?
Definitely, definitely. So, as when you're on your journey towards the higher goal, you achieve a lot of benefits on the path. So, if you are doing all the asanas and pranayamas and all, so you do achieve weight loss as well. Like for example, twist. There are so many asanas that you can do. Twist, very good for your belly fat, your waistline, very good. And you are doing a chair pose, you're doing Virbhadrasan, very good for your thigh fat. So, yes, you can lose weight with yoga. Definitely. I've lost weight with yoga.
So that was very
A lot
simple.
more to go, but
Yeah. We all will get that. Weight loss goals
yeah,
keep evolving. I
work in
keep telling.
progress.
Yeah. Fitness and weight loss goals all, keep evolving. I take it from a person like me. I wanted to lose just 4-5 inches, and this 4-5 inches decided to keep going, keep going, keep going. And once I've lost those inches, I'm like, okay, now I want the body, I want the bicep, I want this. So, fitness goals keep evolving. So there's no stoppage. We get greedy at times, I feel, but yeah, that's how it is. We evolve with time, so do our goals. So, ma'am,
Yes.
my final question to you that I wanted to ask, yoga focuses on strength, flexibility, and breathing. Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but this is my assumption. Can you explain to people more about this? Am I correct or am I wrong?
So, with all this talk, we know that yoga focuses on stilling of the mind. So that is your focus, right? That should be your focus: stillness of your mind, getting the balance that one needs, right? However, when we are practicing the asanas, the physical form, right? We are so yoga is working on your muscles, it is working on your internal organs, it is strengthening that, it is working on your glands, your neuromuscular system. So it's working on all these aspects through asanas, pranayam, meditation, and other limbs as well, right? Strength, you said strength, so it is giving us strength. Like for example, when we work with yoga, we are combining the body weight and the gravity, right? So when we combine that and we are holding the positions, we gain strength in our muscles, in our body, different areas. You'll not be able to initially do certain poses, and then slowly you gain that strength and you're able to do it. You gain flexibility because you're stretching your muscles. You're increasing the range of motion of your body, right? So you gain flexibility as well over time. And breathing, when breathing pattern, you improve your breathing patterns with pranayam. You're warming your blood flow becomes better. You're warming up your muscles. So all these benefits that you said, flexibility, strength, and breathing, all of these are achieved with yoga. So they are not. I would not say that that is the objective or that is the focus of yoga. Focus of yoga is elsewhere. But yes, you do achieve all these things.
Well, I think that, that's quite well put by you. you know Today I see yoga at a different level. I always thought, yoga is just a practice. You cannot achieve this, you cannot achieve that. I'm like those millions of people who have had this fixed thought, you need to be in traditional weight training, strength training, and these other things are not going to help you. But now I see how much it helps. Especially, I know a lot of friends who have practiced yoga, and the flexibility they keep telling me about, they say, Pratik, you should try this. So, maybe I should actually seriously give
Yes.
a thought. Hustling muscle should
Yes.
actually seriously
So
give a thought.
when we are practicing, when I'm in my class also, it's all about opening. I'm not against any kind of workout, but in yoga, we are trying to open ourselves to everything. We are trying to loosen ourselves, letting go, as compared to the maybe some other forms, which is more tightening, which is more constrictive. So yeah. So yoga is giving you that freedom,
I know,
which I think we need during these times. We need more, a lot of stress. People have a lot of stress, so yeah,
a lot of
we need that
stress.
freedom, letting go.
Abs Absolutely, that's very said. Let it go. Calming your mind down during these time is so, so very important, because right now
Yes,
with this new variant spreading, I think everybody's, and life has to still go on and on. You can't even stop. How long can things go on? So calming your mind down, controlling your mind is so important, because I know if working from home is more stressful. For a period, I was doing that. I was with the startup. I know the stress levels that you go through. Nights don't end. You just end up sitting in front of your laptop for hours and hours. So I think
yes,
a lot of people can take the knowledge from that we've given here. You can actually think about practicing yoga. It's not very time consuming, I guess. So you guys can
Yes.
DM Anshika ma'am, you can DM me, we can work it out for you, however it is. I read this thing about yoga a long back, and I think now I understand why it is, said, and it must be pretty true. You know, they gave a warning that yoga will give you good health and happiness. So I think today I understand why I finally get the picture. So yoga will give you good health and happiness. That is the warning sign they give for yoga. I hope this is correct. I think you have made it very right. Okay, I tell all my guests before they go, before we wind up, to give one punchline to the audience out there. What is going
Punchline.
to be? Yes.
Okay. Punchline. So it is not a punchline, but yes, I always my teacher always said this to me, and I also like to say to everyone that start your practice and do not be comfortable with your body. We are, because I know the Instagram world, social media, everything is everyone. I have so many people I've met. They're so conscious about no, I cannot get into this pose. No, you have to be comfortable with your body. That is yoga. You are not here to show or prove to someone that okay, your outward pose or outward body is looking good. It's how you feel within. So you practice yoga and with that mindset.
Well, I think that's very well said. And I think my punchline to the people out there is, I think I'm going to be quoting somebody here, that yoga does not transform the way we see things. It transforms the person who sees. I think this was by
Yes.
BKS Iyengar, so I've quoted that. So it is not, it is my punchline from his end. So I will use that as
Exactly.
my
Exactly.
punchline. So guys, I repeat it again. Yoga
Exactly.
does not transform the way we see things. It transforms the person who sees. Actually, very well said. If you
Correct.
give it a deep
Correct.
thought, it is very, very nice. So, ma'am, I thank you
Yes.
so much for joining us, and I hope to see you soon again in the Hustling Muscle show. So, I hope to have more conversations with you and spread out more word on fitness and on yoga. So, I hope to have another interesting conversation with you. And thank you so much for finding the
Thanks,
time and
Pratik.
coming. And I think we should thank, technology, because you're sitting way there in Malaysia and I sitting here in Chennai, India.
Yes.
So we are able to connect and spread the word. So we should thank the technology also today that it's given us this
True,
opportunity.
true, true. Yes,
And
definitely.
before and guys, I hope you all enjoy the video. I hope you guys again get to take back something. Yes, this is the first time I've come out of fitness. I wouldn't say fitness. I've come out of my gyms, nutrition, and personal training, and weight training, therapy, and we've touched on yoga. As I said, we're gonna have more guests coming on, new guests. But yeah, we'll have Dr. Mukherjee on tomorrow, and day after I will again be coming live with Gauri. So we would be talking on some subject or the other like we usually do. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you've enjoyed it, do like it, do share your comments, and do share it with your friends also. And thank you for tuning in. And ma'am, I thank you again for joining
Thank you.
us.
Thank you,
So
Pratik.
guys, this is Anshika and Hustling Muscle signing out from the Hustling Muscle show. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you once
Thanks,
again.
Pratik. Bye.